What if I told you that Canada just made one of the biggest immigration announcements of the decade? A move that could shape the future for hundreds of thousands of skilled workers, students, and families around the world. Yes, you heard that right. Canada has officially revealed its 2026 immigration targets. And it's not just about numbers, it's about the future of the country, its economy, and the dreams of those who've been waiting for a chance to call Canada home. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because today's video is a deep dive into Canada's latest immigration update hand. Trust me, you'll want to hear every detail. Whether you're a student, a skilled worker, or just curious about how these changes could affect your plans, this breakdown will help you understand everything coming your way. So grab a coffee, sit tight, and let's talk about what's really happening in Canada's immigration landscape. Now, Canada has long been known as one of the most immigrant-friendly countries in the world. Every year, the government sets targets for how many new permanent residents they plan to welcome. But the 2026 update is particularly interesting because it shows Canada balancing two very important things: economic growth and population pressure. In simple terms, Canada wants more talent, but it's also trying to manage housing shortages, healthcare strain, and job competition. So, while the doors are open, they're being managed more strategically than ever before. According to the latest plan released by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, or IRCC, Canada will continue to welcome a record number of new immigrants, aiming for around 500,000 permanent residents each year by 2026. That is 500,000 new people. Single Yahoo will get a chance to start fresh in one of the world's most stable and diverse countries. And that's not just a statistic. It's a signal that Canada's economy continues to rely heavily on newcomers to fill gaps in the workforce, drive innovation, and support its aging population. Let's look deeper into what this target actually means. Out of these 500,000 new immigrants, a huge portion will come from the economic class. This includes skilled workers, trade professionals, and entrepreneurs, the backbone of Canada's labor market strategy. The government has been clear that sectors like healthcare, construction, engineering, and technology are facing serious shortages. So, if you have experience in these fields, your chances of receiving an invitation are higher than ever before. Canada isn't just inviting people randomly anymore. They're focusing on those who can fill real gaps. And then there's the family class. Canada has always prioritized family reunification, and this continues in 2026. Spouses, children, and parents of permanent residents or citizens will continue to be welcomed under strong sponsorship programs. It's a reminder that immigration isn't just about numbers, it's also about people, love, and connection. Many families separated by long processing times can finally see some hope as Canada invests in faster systems. Of course, we can't forget the humanitarian and refugee category. Canada has always had a compassionate side, and that continues into 2026. In a world where conflicts and challenges push people from their homes, Canada remains committed to providing safety. The new targets show that a significant portion of spots will be reserved for humanitarian admissions, reinforcing Canada's role as a global leader. Now, one thing that has everyone talking is how these ambitious targets will affect housing and jobs. Canada's housing crisis is a major national debate, with cities like Toronto and Vancouver seeing record-high rents. The government has faced pressure from citizens who believe that rapid immigration is worsening these shortages. In response, the new plan introduces what the government calls a stabilization phase. This means after reaching 500,000 newcomers per year, Canada plans to pause further increases for a few years. This will give time for the housing market, infrastructure, and public services to adjust. It's a smart move. Welcoming more people means ensuring they can live comfortably and integrate successfully. Speaking of jobs, let's talk about labor market trends. Canada's economy is transforming fast. Traditional industries are sharing the spotlight with tech, AI, green energy, and healthcare. The government's focus in 2026 isn't just on bringing more workers but the right ones. That's why Express Entry, Canada's flagship system, is evolving. It now includes category-based draws, meaning Canada can invite candidates based on specific occupations or skills. Instead of only looking at your overall points, The system can target people in priority sectors like healthcare, STEM, transportation, agriculture, and trades. So if you're a nurse, a software developer, an electrician, or even a truck driver, 2026 could be your golden year. And that's not all. The government is also strengthening the Provincial Nominee Program, or PNP. Provinces now have more authority to select immigrants that fit their local labor needs. For example, Alberta might prioritize engineers, while Nova Scotia could focus on healthcare professionals. This makes the system more flexible and ensures smaller provinces also get the talent they need. Another big part of Canada's 2026 vision is the focus on international students. Canada has seen record-breaking student arrivals, but that growth has brought challenges. The new plan introduces stricter oversight and better pathways for students who genuinely want to settle in Canada after graduation. Students will still have strong opportunities, but the government is cracking down on low-quality colleges and agents who mislead them. The message is clear. Genuine students are welcome, but the system must be fair and sustainable. So, what does this mean for you? If you've been waiting for your chance to move to Canada, this is the moment to prepare. Start by improving your language test scores. Make sure your educational credentials are assessed. And most importantly, stay informed about which programs are best suited for your occupation. With targeted draws expanding, success now depends on being strategic, not just hopeful. When we look at the big picture, Canada's population is now nearing 42 million, and immigration accounts for almost all of its labor force growth. Without immigrants, the economy would slow down. So, these new targets are not just about being generous, they're about being smart. Canada knows its future depends on attracting the right mix of people. It's also worth noting that Canada is using technology to modernize the immigration process. RCC has been investing in digital systems to reduce backlogs and speed up processing. Many applicants can now track their applications online, making the journey less stressful. There's also growing attention on regional programs that focus on rural and northern communities, helping small towns attract workers and families. Unlike some countries that have tightened borders, Canada continues to see immigration as a nation-building tool. The tone of this new plan reflects optimism and inclusion. Yes, there are challenges, but the government is signaling that cutting immigration is not the solution. Instead, the solution lies in smarter policies and investments in infrastructure. For those of you dreaming of moving to Canada, this update should feel encouraging. It means there are still plenty of opportunities, but competition will be tough. Preparing early and aligning your skills with Canada's priorities will be key to success. Don't wait for luck. Plan your move with intention. As we wrap up, it's clear that Canada's 2026 immigration targets are more than just numbers. They represent a roadmap for the country's future, one that continues to welcome diversity, talent, and ambition. The message is powerful. Canada still believes in the power of immigration. So, if you've been wondering if now is the right time, this might be your sign. Start preparing, stay updated, and keep your documents ready. And that's all for today's breakdown. I hope this helped you understand not just what's changing, but why it matters. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our latest updates. Thanks for watching. Stay hopeful, stay ready, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and keep dreaming. Your Canadian future might be closer than you think.